All right. Dolphins-Bengals. Bengals favored by 6, over under 49.5. Joe Mixon expected back for the Bengals. Dolphins are down some defensive players. Starting corner Bobby McCain, knee injury, out for a couple of weeks, I think. So they've been, they lost some defensive linemen a couple of weeks ago. They lost a corner. They got lit up by the Patriots. I mean, when they were 3-0, you went, oh, they played some bad teams, but they had built up a margin for error, but the Patriots really torched them. What do you think happens here? I guess it depends on, and we've talked about you have probably different kind of insight to the Bengals because you covered them. Are they, how good are they?
I guess they're pretty good. Andy Dalton, what he did last week to beat the Falcons in that final drive, really coming up big he had to convert a couple fourth downs. That kind of picture-perfect pass to A.J. Green to win it for them. I have a hard time. I mean, I talked a little bit about this last week. I have a hard time looking at the Bengals and saying, yeah, this is a team that's going to be really good, and it's a team that's going to be one of the best teams in the AFC and maybe have a chance to do some things in January in the playoffs. But beating the Falcons last week, I think, was really a big thing for them. They have to follow it up this week because this is an eminently winnable game for Cincinnati. I mean, I think you talked about it a little bit. Miami was exposed, I think, last week versus the Patriots. I don't think that surprised a lot of people. I mean, I think that we kind of were like, oh, I wonder if they could actually win in New England, and then it clearly became apparent that they couldn't. And I don't think that was a big shock. But
right, but if they lost 24-14, you would have said, oh, okay, yeah, maybe they're legit. And now you go, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, one game doesn't a season make, but I mean, that wasn't a good. That was obviously was a bad loss for them. And I think they have the ability to win in Cincinnati, but going on the road 2 weeks in a row, Cincinnati isn't always the easiest place to play. And I think getting Joe Mixon back is a huge thing for Cincinnati. I mean, Gio Bernard's been pretty good in his absence, but obviously Mixon gives him a whole different dimension and makes him more dangerous on offense. And another thing too, I'm not sure if he's going to play, but Vontaze Burfict being back for Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's supposed to be back, right?
Yeah, he's I don't know how much he's going to play, but a real wild card for good and for bad on defense. But he makes things difficult for the opposing offense. So getting him back, even if it's for a limited time, 15, 20 plays or something like that, that's a game changer, I think, also for Cincinnati on defense. All
right, so you and I both have Dolphins with the spread getting 6, Bengals straight up. We talk about every Thursday how I'm honest about the fact, watch my picks because and I'll tell you on this show, if there's a pick I could switch, this is a pick I could switch over the weekend. Right now I have Dolphins getting 6. I don't feel great about it.
No, I don't either. The more we talk about it, the less I like the pick.
Should we switch now? Should we both switch now?
Sean, can you switch for us? I don't like the pick.
What do we got here? Hold on. Let me check the numbers. Right now, we have 65% Bengals from the experts. And 65% Bengals from the fans. 68% Dolphins from the experts.
Leave them. Leave it then. Leave it.
So we should leave it because the expert peer pressure, basically? I don't know.
I think so.
I might switch this, folks. I just don't lock in this Dolphins with the spread pick for me. And if you're picking, only if you're not picking the entire slate, just I don't know what to do with this one. So I would advise you to avoid.